C'è chi si trasferisce in Svizzera ed è contentissimo e non se ne vorrebbe andare mai, e c'è chi invece dopo 5 anni, come questo ragazzo, ha deciso di tornarsene nel suo paese. Perché mai? Cosa sarà successo per cambiare così drasticamente, per rinunciare al suo stipendio da 5-6 mila euro e tornarsene nel suo paese? Lo scopriremo in questo video, così vi farò vedere anche perché penso che nessuno vi possa dare un parere più equo di una persona che è venuto qui, ha amato questo posto, ma ha deciso di lasciarlo per i suoi motivi. So after 5 years here in Swiss, you live here, you work here, you do all your stuff here for 5 years, you decide to go away and go back in your country, in Netherlands. Please tell us your name, what you do here for job, and why you decide to go away from Swiss.
Yeah, so I'm Robin, I'm 29, and I'm originally from the Netherlands, from around Amsterdam. And I moved here 5 years ago to work as a physical therapist. And I did that around 4 years. And last year I worked as a gym manager in fitness. I decided to go back because of multiple reasons. The first thing was I was here just for adventure. Like when I was in the Netherlands, I always wanted to live or work abroad. Not per se for in one country or not per se for a special amount of time, but I was just like, hey, I think it's really interesting to do that and to see how it is in another country. So then I got the chance, kind of coincidentally, I was just looking for jobs in the Netherlands, and then I saw this job for physio in Switzerland, and I just went with it. I was like, hey, let's see, I can always come back, let's try it out and see how it is. I like snowboarding a lot, and that's possible there, and, since it has a lot of ski areas. Money was okay, actually quite well, but I didn't do it for the money per se. And yeah, because I had to speak German, and it's very similar to Dutch, I also felt comfortable with that because it's similar and you can learn it. If I had to speak French, I probably wouldn't have gone because I don't know French, and then I wouldn't have done it. And yeah, so I went, and I always tried to get like a sort of stable thing where I felt at home in my place, where I knew, okay, this is my life and I like it. But I never found it in the end, and that's why I'm going back. I've been constantly trying to find ways, like, hey, maybe I should do a sport, and I should do this, and I should connect with people, and this and that. But yeah, in the end, there was always something kind of missing. I don't know what it is. I know that like I had a few friends here, but some of them left as well, or we kind of separated in a way, both going our own ways. So with that, it was like not something per se keeping me here. While in the Netherlands, I still have my friends and I still hang out with them. So that's still my basic main group of friends that I have there. So maybe that was what was missing.
I think people here in Swiss are more into their jobs. So after they finish the job, they are exhausted maybe sometimes, or they are really focused on itself. So maybe they have a lot of hobbies and they don't want to go outside to drink, also because one drink is 20 to 30 francs. So that's basically with 3 drinks, you throw away like 4 hours of your work. But depends what you want in life. If you want like just to hang out with friends, this is maybe not the correct country. But if you want to do some projects, some things, if you find the right person, maybe you can do it here most than in Italy. For example, in Italy, we stay a lot of bars thinking about how to become rich, do a lot of projects. At the end, we never did nothing.
What I found out is like there are kind of 3 things in a country or in my life at the moment. You have the economical part, which is considered work and salary and how much everything costs. Then you have the country part, like what can you do in that country? Is there like a sea? Because Switzerland has no sea, even no beach.
Yeah, but there is a lot of lakes.
But there are mountains and lakes and stuff. So that's the thing, what can you do in the country itself? And also like in the city, for instance, this is a social city where there are bars and there are fun events, or are there no really events that are interesting to go? And then thing 3 is like the social part. Can you connect with people? Can you do things with people? And exactly like you said, I feel like most people are almost too much focused on work and on their way of trying to make it. And because of doing that, and I think I also did that, you're kind of forgetting like, hey, I should make connections and I should do things. And like you said as well, maybe it's even too expensive to do those things. So people are more thinking about retracting, or we're just tired of work because we work 42 and a half hours. I have to drive as well. I also feel like that might be a factor that I'm almost too tired to like, hey, let's do something active. The energy is a bit
I think one fourth part that's really important, it's also the weather. Here in the winter, it's all gray, it's raining, like now it's snowing outside. So the people are not really in the mood. In the summer, I see what my experience is more easier to like do some connection. Of course, still the cold Swiss side of connection, but there is also a lot of multicultural things here and a lot of people of different countries. For example, you are from Netherlands, I'm from Italy. If I will try to do this video with a Swiss guy, it would be more hard. almost impossible. So that helped a lot.
Yeah.
And I think in 1 year here that Swiss people prefer, because they are born here, so they already know, they already go snowing, the skiing, the lake. So they prefer to do like 2 or 3 vacations per year, small ones, and just go away. And all the other time work, because there is not too much things to do here actually.
The country has some things, like weather, it's medium. Sometimes it really lacks, it's bad weather, but on the other hand, you can ski and snowboard when it's snowing, which is a nice thing. That's one thing to do. And on the other hand, everyone is focused on their economics. I was also still thinking, that's why I think I stayed 5 years here, like, hey, I can build something if I stay here, because there's the economical part. You can earn a lot, and with that you can save a lot and do stuff with the money. So there are definitely chances. The only thing is that I found out is that if I only work on that, I forget to also live. And that's a bit too bad for me. It's a nice thing with Switzerland, because you have the francs and because you earn more, you can live in the whole of Europe, but mostly like Italy and I think Spain or Portugal. You can kind of live, it sounds a bit maybe over-exaggerated, but like a king, because you feel like, whoa, it's cheap. If you go to a restaurant, you pay less than 20 euros for a dish. If it's a pizza or if it's a pasta, it feels like, whoa, that's cheap.
Yeah, we can say here a basic pasta plate and a pizza margherita can be easily from 15 to 20, 22 euros for one plate, just one plate.
Yeah.
So basically, if you go in the restaurant in Europe, you can eat the same quantity of food in half of the price.
Yeah, exactly.
You think it's more easy here to live here than, for example, in your country, in Netherlands? I mean,
in the Netherlands, it's not bad. I think it's better than Italy. I think the salary is quite okay. It should be a bit more, but it's okay. And you can make it, you can live. But in the end, if you like calculate it, so your salary and your expenses, Dutch salary and your expenses, then you just have more, because also the salary is higher, and so you will have more in the end, which makes it easier. With more money, you can do more things.
Okay. In Italy, I think the average taxes are at least, if we put together all the taxes you have to pay and the taxes that is not necessary to pay, but at the end, if you want that normal life, you still have to pay, like garbage, for example.
Yeah,
it's not something that you have to pay, but if you don't pay, where are you going to trash your garbage? So you have to pay it the same.
Yeah.
So for me, the real salary in Italy, the real tax in Italy are 50%. And how is in Netherlands? Is the same?
I think in Netherlands it's like 40%.
So in between, Italian and Swiss.
Yeah, exactly.
I can easily say that here the real tax payment is 20% for people that have a B permit.
Yeah.
Because when they told you that here the salary tax is 17%, but you have to put also the insurance inside, that it's not a tax, but you still have to pay it. So at the end, it's like a tax, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only difference, you can choose which you prefer. But at the end, it's 20%. In Italy, it should be 22%, but if you put all together, it easily go up 43%. For me, it's 50%. That's the real taxes.
I think a lot of people like it here and feel like, hey, whoa, economically, this is like one of the best places.
Yeah, you feel that the waiter here, it's so hard because, of course, all the Italian people tell me, okay, maybe the salary is okay, but it's really not good weather outside, it's really cold, and the people are cold.
It could be really worse, but yeah, for me, I would say it's not bad. But it depends. If you're like from really the south of Italy, yeah, of course, there's quite a difference. But yeah, it depends what you do, you know. Like,
you basically decide to go away. What's the plan from now then? What are you gonna do?
That's a good question. I'm not sure yet. So first, I thought, okay, I'm gonna go back to the Netherlands, but just to figure a bit the things out and to take the time. So I'll put my stuff there at my parents' house. I will stay there, and I probably think I will go travel, because I save now a bit, and I think I've never really did that, because I was always, in one way, a student in the Netherlands, and I didn't have the money for it. And when I was here, I did some things, but I was also not really having enough time to really experience it and try it. So that's one thing that's on my mind now, like, hey, I should do that and visit other places. And I think that's really good to hopefully figure a bit out what I want and what I like. But in one way, I also, I'm not planning per se to go to the Netherlands and work there again, because of also the weather. I do feel like, okay, yeah, in the Netherlands it's even worse than here, so maybe that's not the place. And if I can conclude it or can give my opinion on it, it's always funny how I feel like if you're in a richer country, you want more the weather and it's fine with the money. If you're in a poorer country, you always want to get more rich. And it's really interesting how that works.
And maybe the weather is okay. It's nice.
Yeah, no, but it's really interesting. Like there, at least you have the weather. There, you have the money, but not the weather. So there's always something wrong, I feel like.
I think after 2-3 years, you have always to change something.
Yeah.
Just to see it on different point of view.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, just keep on moving and doing that. And maybe now I don't like it somewhere else, but then at least I've tried it and figured out, and that will shape kind of your opinion or your way to find the
well,
the
in
good
case
mixture.
in case you did it wrong, you can always come back. I think it's not a problem.
Exactly.
Okay, so thank you for your time and your opinion, and we wish you a good luck for your travel experience. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Bene ragazzi, spero davvero che questo video vi sia piaciuto. Come avete potuto vedere, vi ho fatto raccontare la realtà dei fatti anche dal punto di vista di questo mio amico, che vi piaccia o no, lui se l'è vissuta così, ogni esperienza è diversa, ogni persona è diversa, anche ogni lavoro stesso e ogni salario è diverso qui in Svizzera. Essendo un paese così multiculturale, una confederazione di cantoni, anche solo vivere a 3 km da un posto all'altro, le cose cambiano, quindi non c'è miglior modo che intervistare più persone possibili per farvi capire una situazione generale e come si vive qui più o meno. Detto ciò, spero che il video sia stato abbastanza esaustivo. Mi raccomando, mettete mi piace, condividete, iscrivetevi e attivate la campanellina, perché la maggior parte di voi si guarda i miei video ma non è iscritto. Fate i bravi, iscrivetevi, se no non vi porto nessun altro video interessante. E so tanto che vi piacciono, soprattutto quelli sui soldi, dite la verità. Se volete vedervi tutti i miei video in anteprima, abbonatevi al canale, e se vi interessa una guida sulla Svizzera, 36 comode pagine che vi spiegano come trasferirvi, come trovare casa, come trovare lavoro, la trovate qua sotto in descrizione insieme a una marea di altri link. Detto ciò, io vi saluto e noi ci vediamo alla prossima.